I am going to show you how to make different platters. I've already shown you how to make the rotisserie chicken. Please refer to my first episode. But now I'm going to show you different platters, which I showed you with episode 1, how to do one platter. Then I'm going to show you 2 other platters in this film on things you can do. I hope you can see this, but it's basically the potatoes, broccoli, onions, butterfly with mushrooms. And I'll show you other things, but I want to spark your imagination to try things on this. Don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid to try things. Just with a few fundamental rules, you can basically do anything that you do on the barbecue outside in here. And what a wonderful thing in the winter. Bonne soirée. Well, I'm going to show you some new techniques on how to make some certain things with your different options that you can do as your vegetable tray with your rotisseries. You can do this. One example is with your chicken. You can do this also with duck, lamb. But I wanted to show you how your imagination, you can create some amazing platters of sides with your rotisserie that blend with juices. This could work with steak. It could work with many things. So let me show you what I come up with. And this is the fun part of cooking, right? Is using your imagination. So what I'm going to do today is I am going to butterfly small slices into my potato. I will add olive oil, season it, salt, pepper, and then I will take small slices of garlic, as thin as you can slice them, and stick them in those cavities. I will also add onion into those cavities, parsley, and that's it. When it's pretty good and roasted, if you want, you can add a little cheese on it after the juices drip on it. Like, for example, Parmesan or something very light, not like a melty cheese like cheddar or anything like that. You could put cheddar inside this. I mean, your imagination, go wild with it, but that's what I'm doing. And then also I'm going to add mushrooms. I'm going to add broccoli to my tray, and I am going to add an onion that I basically, if you look back here, I kept this, I peeled it, and then I chopped it as closely as I could, like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to season it with olive oil. You can add rosemary in there. You can add thyme, garlic. But what I'm going to do is basically a little bit of rosemary, and I'm going to put some olive oil in there, salt, pepper, and I'm going to add a little bit more garlic. My theme is garlic and everything, except the broccoli and mushrooms. So not everything. All right, so let me show you how I slice the potato. It's very simple. You wash your potato, and then find a flat end. Okay, you wouldn't do it like that, right? You would do it flat. If there's a rounded end, try to find the flattest part. And then basically slice and carefully, not go too deep, and then as thinly as you can, go down, not too deep, and that's the trick. Go too deep, you'll cut the potato in half. If you do, you can fix it with a toothpick. There we go, there we go, there we go, and there we go, and a little bit more. And you know, that's great. It's just having fun with your cooking. So So here we go. If you see, it all opens up. And then what I do is I put it in olive oil, I season it. So I'm not afraid of try to gently go like that, get that olive oil. But remember also we're going to get the chicken drippings or the duck drippings. In this case I'm doing a roasted chicken on the rotisserie. And I'm going to split that open a little bit. And salt, a little bit of pepper, and rub it. And I stick my fingers in there gently now. The key is gently, or you'll just split this up. But look how beautiful this will be when it's roasted. And of course, I will show you. And then basically, I take garlic. I don't put in everything. I just put it in one in the center, 2, 1 at the edge, 3. Then I take an onion, and this takes some time, and you can pinch it to break it so that you want the color to come out to make it really pretty. And look at that. It's already looking wonderful. Take that. And I put it in different slots, by the way. I don't put everything in the same slots. And then I'm going to take a little parsley and a different slot. And if you put it in the same, it doesn't really matter, but just, you know, you want to add color, and there we go. Of course, it's not going to cooperate. There we go. And then I keep adding my onions. And, you know, what sticks out, I just pinch it off or cut it off, whatever you want to do. But look at that. Look how pretty that is. See? Well, if I did it a little more, pinched it off, there. All right. Anyways, going back to our platter here. Here it is, pretty much completed. What I did is, I did all those potatoes as I told you. Put a little bit of olive oil with my mixture of zeb de Provence, just to give it a little extra flavor. For the mushrooms, I drizzled it. I drizzled it with the onions. And the broccoli, on the bottom of the broccoli, I just put some olive oil so it doesn't stick. But I will season that as I cook. And remember, the juices of the chicken, which is what I'm doing tonight, are going to drop on this. And my goal is, again, I put the heavier things that take longer to cook closer to the fire. But I can flip it too. You don't have to do this. I just do it because it's easier for me. And so we will get to it, and I will show you the end results of this. But here you go. These potatoes with broccoli, a butterflied onion, butterflied potatoes with garlic, onion, seasoning, and parsley. And then we have these lovely mushrooms. All going to get that golden juice from the chicken. And again, you can do it with lamb, you can do it with duck, you can do it with a steak. It will all take that juice. And by the way, by slitting like this, it'll cook faster as well. It'll be a more even heat. So here we are. We're all set. Lit the flame just now. The chicken's ready to go. The herbs are in there. This time I put rosemary, thyme, garlic, lemon, and butter under the skins, and in the cavity the same thing. Here are the vegetables, and I will show you how those vegetables look in the middle and at the end. So, we are 30 minutes in, and I am just going to simply spin this. So I have my broccoli out here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin it like that. what's happening to these potatoes and broccoli on one side. Let me grab this and show you. So if you notice, the broccoli was getting browned, the potatoes were getting browned, and look, this is halfway through. The chicken is not ready for at least another 30 minutes. But look at those colors already. So I'm going to spin it here, and the broccoli is going to cook a little faster. So I'm not going to leave it a full 30 minutes. I'm going to give it at like 15 minutes and take a look at it, and then I'll make a decision on what to do. Alright, so we're coming along, and I'm showing you this about, oh, sorry about the camera, about 10 minutes later. You can see how brown and everything is. Now what I did, you notice the mushrooms, I turned them. So the buttons are facing down now. So they capture the juice. I turned the broccoli so the stem is facing the heat. So it cooks into there. Look at how well that onion is browning, the potatoes. And in a few minutes, I'm going to spin this around again, and we will go from there. So this dinner is about, I'd say 15, maybe 20 minutes from done. So, just want to show you what I've been doing. This is 5 minutes later, and what I did is I put those potatoes right under the chicken, and you see that golden juice, that flavoring, it's just dripping on those potatoes and that onion. The mushrooms, they cook quickly. I pulled back, and again the stem of the broccoli is facing the flame, so it's getting a lot of heat. And you can see the chicken's coming along and just dripping all those juices on there. Almost done. But look at those potatoes. Look how beautiful they are coming along. Those mushrooms, it's amazing. Okay, so what I have done, maybe 8 minutes after the last video, I turned the plate around and I put all the potatoes closest to the flame, put the broccoli that's cooked on top of the mushroom to shelter it. The onions I'm keeping right under that chicken so the drippings keep coming down on it. And this will be my setting till it is finished. Then I'll be prepared to just serve it. And that's all there is to it. So when it's getting close to done, I try to rotate the potatoes so that the juices drip on each potato. Do you see that? And I just rotate it. Take a long time. Make sure you wear a mitt, not that I am, and then I just move them along like that. And that keeps you want that wonderful juice to drip on those potatoes. You really do, and the onion, and the mushrooms. But the mushrooms soak it up. You don't have to rotate them as what I did with the potatoes. So everything is ready. The key is to move things around. Keep the juices flowing on everything. Check the temperature in your potatoes. And you know, if you want, you can pre-bake these potatoes, you know, like 20-30 minutes at 400 degrees. But they're reading a temperature of 190. So, you know, you can do it within an hour and 15-20 minutes on the rotisserie.